Godrick is an extremely tough boss. It gives everyone anxiety. So any help you can get defeating him, we're all here for it. Now, if you go out here before you go fight Godrick, you notice there's nowhere to summon anyone. In this video, we're going to show you how to get help. As a newbie to the Souls game series, this is my first one, Elden Ring. I gotta admit, these are the toughest bosses I ever fought in my entire life. So we need some help. Now, if you go through the site of grace right before you go to fight Godrick, you'll notice that there is nowhere to summon any help. We're gonna fix that. So what you wanna do is, after you look right there, immediately behind you, you will have the ability to go get some help. So what you want to do is you want to run out past this little troll. I don't think you really want to fight the troll right here. Unless you do, it's up to you. And when you do that, you're going to keep going and you're going to see a golden tree, and you can actually get a herb to level up your flask right here. So don't forget to go by there and pick that up. Then what you do is you bend around and then you will go inside of this little corridor right here. Here you'll meet the NPC. Make sure you exhaust all dialogue options. And when you do that, when you come back, you'll see that there is a way that you can actually summon her. And all you got to do is hit the button to summon her, and then she will be summoned, and you will now have her to aid you in your fight with Godrick. So now that we got her, she's going to be a big aid, and let's traverse and see what Godrick's talking about.
Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Command thee, I am the Lord of all that is golden.
So as the fight started, the first thing I want to do is summon my wolves, and I'm figuring this is 5 against 1, even though he got a bunch of arms and he's got them grafted on. I figured, hey, I can do some damage. So my strategy was to literally let them do the grunt work. I was going to exhaust all my fireballs at him because I recently got upgraded with that ability. And I was just going to come in and melee him when I saw an opening. And that was my strategy going in. Well, folks, let me spare you some time here. Obviously, that didn't work because he killed everybody. I was by myself and he killed me too. And it seemed like no matter what, I just kept dying and trying new strategies and dying. And even in one case, my NPC actually lived longer than I did. I was trying to hang on and replenish and just kind of get in my hits where I could. And again, as you see, he is whirling around and my NPC is giving up a good fight. So I'm like, gotta help her out. So I'm trying to come in and get my little hits in and do my thing. And guess what? I died again. And she is still fighting while I'm over here dying. So I was getting wrecked by this boss.
He says it's suicide. You've seen him, you know how strong he is. You can't win.
I was emotionally and mentally defeated by this boss, but I realized I had to regroup and I had to really think. In Elden Ring, there is damage that could be done over time, meaning that you hit an enemy with a weapon and it has a residual effect like a bleed damage or a rot effect. And that was it. I was going to use the damage over time effect to drain the health of this boss because he is too agile. He is too tough for me at my level, and I really want to get past him. So we came in with a new strategy. Now what you just saw is I put a poison effect on my blade, and now I'm going to summon a rot dog that will give him a rotting effect if he gets a bite on him over time. And the strategy is to allow his health to drain at an insane level. I want to kind of skip ahead to some of the moments on this fight here because it's pretty long, and I'm going to show you where that rot effect actually takes in. Now the poison effect didn't take in as much, but the rot effect did. And so as we're fighting him, we're literally giving him all he can handle, and we're just fighting for our lives here. And now I got him in a kneel position. I'm going to stab him, and that took a big chunk out of his health. And I know that we're going to be able to dwindle it down, and I'm waiting for the dog to literally infect him. And as you see, he's been affected, folks. I'm going to show you after this cutscene that he's been affected. So now he is cutting off his arm, and he's going into the part to where he actually is going to put a dragon on it to try and beat us. And again, that happens when you're fighting Godrick The Grafted. And when you get his health down a certain amount of levels, he'll go and he'll add like this fire effect. And that's what makes this boss so different. He has two types of fighting styles. So as you see, he is still infected, and you're going to see how his health is just bleeding down. So you see that little mist around him, that rotting effect, it is eating away at his health. All I got to do is stay back and let my dog continue to do his thing. And I'm just going to stay back in the fight and let his health drain. And this for me is going to get me past the boss. It takes away all the frustration and the challenge, and I literally want to advance to the next level. And this is something you can do that will get you past this boss. You can add damage effects over time. As you see him walking, you see the health bar getting less and less, draining and draining. And all I got to do is just stay alive. I hit him with a little fireball there, and I'm just going to do range attacks and try to stay alive and not have any of his attacks affect me. As you see, blowing fire like crazy. I got my shield up. I am just trying to block damage and let the poison rotting effect just bleed his health out over time. And I'm sitting here just letting my NPC do what she can, and she put up a really good fight. And meanwhile, that health is just ticking because I am killing him softly with this rod, draining his whole health with this rod, killing him softly with this rod. Down he goes. Yes, you're done. You're defeated. You were taunting me in my sleep. You were telling my friends about it. Okay, I got a little personal, but either way, I defeated this boss. I took him down, and I killed him softly with the rot. And folks, that's what you got to do. Get some type of effect, and you can get it early in this game. I'll put a link below where you can actually get the rotting effect or the rotting summons for that dog, because it's going to help you big time in a lot of fights. A lot of fights you can actually win because it's going to drain the health. And folks, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and we'll be putting out more Elden Ring content.